Hello, airplane and airplane building enthusiasts, and anybody else who may be along for the ride. Welcome back to the Bald Man Building the Airplane channel. This is section 32 of the plans. Although realistically, it's not section 32 of the build because the first 5 or 6 or however many chapters are like miscellaneous information. Anyway, on today's episode, we are installing the right side baggage floor with all of the pop rivets, some of the bucked or squeezed rivets. I think we get them all in this one. Since the left side was already done at normal time lapse speed, I've doubled the time lapse speed on this one, so we'll get through it really quick. Also, that box of rivet tails was not defying gravity. Again, this fuselage is on the rotisserie, and the rotisserie for stuff like this just makes it so easy. I mean, I guess the other way would be you could climb in and kneel back there and do it. That's an option as well. But just leaning in from the rotisserie is pretty handy. So yeah, we're gonna put some nut plates on. Oh, excuse me. Apparently I'm tired when I'm recording this. Some nut plates on, drive some rivets to attach it to the rear bulkhead. Oh, and that's slightly offset. I think it's like a 15-degree universal set for my -3 rivets, or my 473 rivets. I love that thing for just slightly tight spaces. It's great. All right, so this is the bracket that sort of joins the two skins together in across the middle. Realistically, this holds the flap motor brackets in place. So this is the bottom of the flap motor bracket. The top is the span in the seat back span that's in place. Yeah, I did accidentally over countersink one of these, one of the holes on this, and I'm preparing. Interesting. Why am I doing these? I'm preparing the flap brackets, but I bought the PH Aviation flap motor, which is different, and you basically had to fab your own flap brackets. So we'll get to that soon. I'm interested on why I chose to assemble this. Maybe I put them in and I think I Clecoed it in just to make sure that everything was in place because I didn't want to fabricate the other stuff yet. I will fabricate from these the actual stuff I need. Or maybe I did fabricate from that. I don't know. Anyway, so there's one hole there. You can see it. It's like a big black eye in the middle of the thing. And there's a Cleco in front of it now, so you can't see it. Forget I ever said anything. No, not really. I over countersunk that one, and I ended up, the way I fixed it was I just filled it with some JB Weld, right? It was it's like 10 thousandths over or something like that. So it was like 17 thousandths instead of, 7 thousandths or something like that. Whatever. Anyway, it was a little too deep, and I was like, you know what? We'll just set the rivet. We'll fill it with JB Weld, clean it off, let it sit, set the rivet. It'll be fine. So one out of the 16 rivets that's there. So I did that in another place later on. I can't remember where it is, but I'm sure we'll get to it. But yeah, that was something I learned from another builder, that if you over countersink something, sometimes you just put a little JB Weld on there, or tank sealant type stuff, some sort of bonding, agent. In this case, JB Weld is a metal bonding epoxy. So it works pretty well for that. Plus, it fills the void. Realistically, that's what we're going for there, is that something is going to take up the void so that when the rivet sets in there, it does actually provide shear strength. So that's that. All right, so this is going to be just pop rivets to the end here. I think in the next video, we will be installing the vertical portion of the flap motor bracket assembly. That's a mouthful to remember what the heck is actually being done here. So thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time.